Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about the NBA and the play-in games. So we had a pretty hectic day of the season yesterday. It was the end of it. Every game was played. All teams played. We had two teammate fights. We had a player break his hand punching a wall after one of those fights. Overall, crazy shenanigans. We had a lot of movement. And just thought I'd quickly do the standings, how it all ended. The East, nothing changed. Everything was locked in no matter what. But for the West, we had a lot of shenanigans going on. We had the Clippers move up to the 5 seed. So Phoenix will be playing the Clippers in the first round. We had the Warriors fall to 3. They'll be playing the Kings. And then the play-in has now been set. It'll be the Lakers hosting the Timberwolves tomorrow, Tuesday the 11th. And then on Wednesday, it'll be the Pelicans hosting the Thunder. So Pelicans could have gone up to 5, not up to 5, up to 6, 7, 8, or 9. They finished in 9 after losing to the Wolves at the end, despite the Wolves having that crazy fight with their own team and one of the players breaking their hand. So crazy shenanigans there. Thought we'd get into just the preview of those games. I want to do a bigger NBA playoff preview, but we don't know the series are set yet. I'll probably do 2 parts. I'll do a part before the play-in and a part with the play-in teams. So looking at Tuesday here, pulling up the schedule, we've got ourselves Hawks Heat, 7:30 p.m. TNT. The Heat are a 5-point favorite here. Winner will take on the 2-seeded Celtics, and the winner of the other play-in game will play the 1-seed Bucks. So I really do like the Heat. I've been a pretty big Heat fan for a while. They play, kind of Piston-like basketball from the early 2000s, where it's, grit and grind, a lot of tough and physical play. They really play a lot of defense. They give a lot of hustle and a lot of heart. So that's very much different than a lot of other NBA teams, but it's good to see. They play playoff basketball year-round, kind of like the Knicks. So they got a little bit of an advantage up front. In a one-off playoff game, winner-take-all, you're at home, and you have Jimmy Butler. So I have a feeling you will not, let this team lose. That's my guess. He will go crazy. They'll go nuts. I expect a bit of a lower scoring game. Both teams, I guess I would say, in the low 110s, high 100 singles. I don't know how you say that, 108 to 111 could be a game I see there. But I think the Heat will cruise. I like the Heat to cover the 5 if you do that sort of thing, and the under. But I will predict the Heat to win this game. And then the night game, we have the Wolves taking on the Lakers. Lakers minus 6.5. And if you think that Jimmy Butler won't let the team lose, LeBron is not going to let this team lose. Anthony Edwards will be going crazy. Obviously, a lot of good defense from the Wolves. They're starting to get a bit healthier. Ironically, Jaden McDaniels just broke his hand yesterday, and Rudy Gobert, we don't know if he's going to play. Getting in a fight with your own teammate, probably not. But it is a one-and-done playoff game here. Well, not one and done for the loser, but the winners can win and get in. And if the Lakers win, they are a 6.5-point favorite, over under 230. If they win, they'll be playing the Grizzlies. I do like that matchup. If I'm the Lakers, I would almost lose this game and take the Nuggets on. I think that's a better one. But if you're going long term here, you'd avoid the Suns and Clippers. If you were to win this game, they'd be in the other half of the bracket. So watch out for the Lakers. They've gotten healthy. They've gotten better. They're really starting to get together again. LeBron's turning it on. AD's played some of the best ball of his career. He's getting back to that pre-injury Pelicans days. He was doing great over there, and now he's playing really good here. Austin Reeves is sneaky, a legit 3rd or 4th option. D'Angelo Russell also is finally getting integrated in this offense, so I think he'll be doing well with that as well. So I do look to see the Lakers advance as well. Now let's look at the 9, 10 games. On Wednesday, the Bulls will be traveling to the Raptors. Bulls are a tough team to watch right now. They're playing real bad. But I do think if you look at the way they play, the Bulls, they've got 2 guys that can take over a game, DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. And in a one-off playoff game, anything can happen. So I do like the Bulls to keep it within the 5-point spread here. And I like the over. I think it's going to be a sneaky high-scoring game, despite the good defense at both teams. Bulls got a lot of guys. They're really deep. Raptors been kind of struggling a bit, to find an identity since their one-off playoff run with Kawhi Leonard and losing him. Siakam's done very, very well down the stretch too. step it up and play much better. So I'll see what happens in this game to predict officially what happens on Thursday, but I will say the Bulls win this game in an upset. The night game, the Thunder, the darling Thunder, no one expected them to be here at all. I mean, they're supposed to be picking number 1 and getting Wembanyama to add to their whole team of a billion young first-round 19-year-old picks, things like that. But the Pelicans, we did expect to probably be here. Maybe if not be here. I mean, by here I mean the playoffs, not the play-in. Probably a bit higher because they were playing real good ball earlier. But with some of the injury troubles they've had with Brandon Ingram in and out of the lineup, and Zion continues to not stay healthy, it's really tough for them there. That being said, Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, it'll be buzzing, playoff atmosphere. New Orleans gets up for big games. I know that they don't support the Pelicans. They do as the Saints, but I fully expect them to go crazy for this game. It's a sneaky home playoff game, even though you're a 9 seed. It's ideal for a team like this. I mean, I'd love the Pistons to be in this position next year. But I do think the Pelicans will cover the 5 and win the game. It'll be a very, very entertaining game. Thunder are a hell of a team. I know a lot of people probably couldn't name anybody on that team, but the guy you really focus on is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The could-have-been Piston once was a Clipper. Yeah, he got traded from the Clippers in the big Paul George trade. So he's a very good player. He's averaging 31 this year, 4 and 5, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Technically 5 rebounds, 4.8. So he's an absolute baller, super fun to watch. The whole team's super young. It's be good to get some playoff experience. I think he's like one of the most experienced players in their team, and he's like 24 or 23. So I will see how that advances as well, but I do like the Pelicans to win and cover the 5. They might be down early, but they have way too much experience. Brandon Ingram, Valanciunas, and CJ McCollum. These guys have been there for a long time. Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, good role-playing wings. They've got a lot of makeup of a pretty good team here. Jose Alvarado, of course, too, hustles and plays his ass off on defense. Pelicans can make some noise. I think that they could give Denver fits if they get there. I do like the Pelicans to, probably beat the Timberwolves, who are in absolute shambles right now. So I would predict the Pelicans to be the 8 seed and the Lakers to be the 7 seed. And the Bulls versus Hawks, that can go either way. I also think that the Hawks will lose to either team that wins this game. But for the sake of me, I think the Bulls will get the 8 seed because they need the lottery pick more than anyone, and they'll win and screw their franchise. That's unfortunately, I think, how it is. But it'll be very interesting to see. Comment down below what you think, your predictions. I really thought we were going to see the Mavericks here. Obviously, they're not here. That might be a separate video just to look into what the hell happened with those guys. But thank you all for watching. Hope you like and subscribe. And see you next time. Peace.